today's video, guys, we're going to talk about 5 easy mods that anybody can do to their BRZ, GR86, or FRS. Some of these mods do apply to the first gen or to a lot of cars. So if you guys got a first or second gen, doesn't matter. Let's get into it. These are not just your normal everyday mods. These mods are affordable, simple to install, and functional. So if you guys are new to modding your car or you are an experienced aftermarket enthusiast, this is the video for you. I think these mods are some of the best bangs for your buck, and I will have links in the description. All right, the first mod that I've done to this car, and probably one of my favorite mods to date, is this armrest little cover thing. It's not going to apply to most cars, but for the BRZ, GR86, FRS, this is so good. And you know what? I think the first gen, they actually have a little bit more of an armrest, if I remember correctly. But the second gen, you're kind of just sitting on plastic right here. And it is one of the biggest improvements to my interior for such a little price on Amazon. I'm going to provide a link in the description for you guys for this right here. This is just an armrest like enhancer is what it is. Yeah, the overall comfort is just so much nicer with this. It's just amazing. It's the little touch points of this car, and it's already perfect in here by Subaru and Toyota. I love the height of this left armrest, and then on the right, you need a little bit more, and that's where this thing just slides right in, especially with that nice red stitching. That does seem to match the rest of the car. It is like kind of a suede material. I love it, and there's a little gap here, so you still got your button to open up the cup holders and stuff like that. Elbows rested perfectly for when I need to shift. But I don't use it all that much when it comes to just regular driving, because I'm driving in the canyon a lot or driving spiritedly, so my hands are on the wheel. But for those times where you need to chill at a stoplight or wherever, chilling in 6th gear on the highway, this thing really comes in clutch and super helpful. Guys, number 2 on the list is my little friend right there, and that is the Cobra radar detector. And I wouldn't really consider this a traditional mod, but I would say it's one of the most important things that you can do to your car, and I would call it a mod because it is an aftermarket upgrade that benefits the car. I think it not only looks cool, probably an unpopular opinion, but it sounds cool, another unpopular opinion, but it's super functional for when you're cruising around town in your sports car or in the canyon or on the freeway or wherever you are in your car. You will be alerted anytime there's a police officer in range, I'd say of about 50, maybe less feet. It's not super far range, but I think it's worth it for that split second where you're gonna be more aware as opposed to not knowing at all where the cop is, and before you know, you're getting pulled over and getting a ticket just because you needed to pass somebody and you're a little late for work. Happens almost every day to me, guys. I'm running late, I need to pass somebody. Guess what? I might be going a little too fast after I pass them, and the radar detector is going to help me if there's a cop in the area, and maybe I'll be like, maybe I shouldn't pass him because I'm hearing the beep. You can adjust the volume, you can adjust the sensitivity, and I think that's about it. Pretty simple to use, easy to own, a game changer for car enthusiasts, sports car people that want to have a little bit of fun but don't want to go to jail. So stay safe out there, and if you are going to speed, do it prudently and try not to get in trouble. And the radar detectors, I've heard, don't work as well in bigger cities because police officers are using a different type of radar scanner down there. That's what I've heard. I'm not entirely sure how true that is, but I think for general purposes and for most people, you're going to be totally fine with just the standard Cobra radar detector. So definitely get it. Best mod you're going to do on the inside of your car to save you a lot of stress and time. And let's get out of the inside of the car. Even though my iPhone is overheated on me 15 times making this video, we're going to go out into that Arizona sun, 100-degree sun, and see if we can record the rest of this video, guys. I might actually have to move to the shade though because my phone just keeps dying on me. This is a very frustrating video to make, but hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Number 3 mod you can do to your car. All right, guys, number 3 mod for the BRZ GR86 that's simple to install, affordable, and functional is the Driven Media blinking third brake light module. You guys have probably seen this one before. I've talked about it several times. My most popular video on the channel now with the BRZ is I go super into how important this is. This is the blinking third brake light. I'll just hop in the car one more time for you guys and hit it. So every time you're coming to a stop or just hitting the brakes, the top one is gonna blink. So, boom. See that? Hit it one more time. Boom. So every time I'm slowing down, boom. It's not too in your face. It's not too obviously like bright. It's like the same brightness as normal. It's just flashing. So when those big F350s that are right on your butt don't see your car, boom, they're like, oh, there's a car there. Because that's the biggest problem with these cars, guys, is so many rear end accidents happen. And every time I open Reddit, I want to cry and throw up a little bit because of so many people that aren't getting the Driven Media blinking third brake light, and they're totaling their brand new precious Hakone edition or Yuzu edition, whatever the hell it is. It doesn't matter, man. You want to take care of your car, and this is one of those ways that's kind of like, you don't ever think about this as like a mod, but it is one of the most OEM mods. And that's what I like about this list, guys, is this is all OEM plus kind of stuff. I'm not doing anything crazy, anything outlandish. It's very simple to install. The Driven Media has a video on it, exactly how to install the blinking third brake light. All you guys got to do is take off this cover here, and then you'll see the wiring, and you just plug in a module in the wiring, and it's literally a 5-minute install. The hardest part is undoing these clips and putting those clips back in, and that's all it is. You're not taking anything out, you're not installing any lights. Super affordable, functional, easy, OEM plus. The car should have definitely came like this. We're not in Japan. Over here in America, we have big trucks everywhere, and cars are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's crazy how big this new Subarus are too. I looked at like a first gen Forester recently, and the Forester's like a small car. It's like as big as the BRZ, and now the Forester hasn't grown that much, but cars are just getting so much bigger, and it's so annoying. The BRZ's gotten bigger too. So believe it or not, BRZ's 2 inches longer and a ½ inch shorter. So it's kind of cool. All right, next mod. All right, guys, next mod we're talking about here, you guys probably know, number 4, I think the most affordable, easiest mod to install, that's super functional and looks real good. You guys know Subaru started it and Subaru's gonna finish it. It's the best mod that you can do to, I think, make any Subaru look a little bit cooler, but also protect that paint and protect other people around you when you're slinging rocks and sliding around. The mud flaps. So I go with the Rally Armor mud flaps. I'll put a link to these in the description. There's a lot of different color options you can get. These are the red with the black logo, Rally Armor logo. They're made of, I don't know exactly what it's like, some polyurethane type of material. Really versatile material. You can adjust where they sit in the car too. I like these where they're at right now, but all you do is you're taking out a couple clips and then you're adding the mounting brackets on there. And that's about it. The rear ones are a little more work to install. The front ones are pretty easy. We'll go to the front here so you guys can see. Here's a little look of the front mud flap right here. There's no bracket there, but yeah, take a little less time to install these front brackets right here. But I think they're worth every penny, guys. You're gonna protect that paint when you are turning, especially you wanna think about the front ones might look like they're sticking out more than the rear ones on my car, but that's for functional purposes. When my tire is turning, that means it's coming way out, which means the mud flap needs to be out more for that to even work like a normal functional mud flap. Yeah, that's a good angle right there. You guys can see how the front mud flap is out more and you can't even see the rear mud flap in this video right here. These mods that I'm doing in this video too, guys, are all going to kind of get more expensive as I go on. The radar detector, depending on which one you get, can be also pretty expensive too. But this is one of the best mods you can do. I see Hondas with mud flaps now. I see Teslas with mud flaps. I see a lot of random cars with mud flaps. And I think it definitely creates a look that's super unique to Rally and super respectful to Subaru. You know, even if it's rear-wheel drive, doesn't matter, guys, because I want to protect my beautiful magnetite gray paint, and that's one way to do it while looking a little bit better. Some people don't like the red, but guess what, guys? I don't like these wheels. I want to get better wheels. That's not a mod we're talking about today, though. We got some wheels coming that are, I think, a little bit better. Last but not least, the final mod on this list of 5 easy, simple to install, affordable, and functional mods: axle back exhaust. I don't think that sounds too bad. Now, a lot of people want to go absolutely bonkers with the exhaust, and right here I got the Remark axle back exhaust, which was a 2-piece system that all I really did was unclamp it right there where the muffler stops and take off that full big heavy muffler and put on the axle back Remark, which is basically a straight pipe just from the axle back. So I still got the resonator, I still got the full system in there that's stock. I'm just basically replacing that muffler with the Remark pipes, which I think look great and sound great. And I've never really been much of a guy that spends a lot of money on my exhaust. On the FRS I did have the NVIDIA Q300, which was great, and it was a full catback system, but it had big mufflers at the end, which made it really, really quiet, where it was almost like sounded like stock. And I spent a lot of money on that exhaust, and I was very disappointed. So here, this was about 400 something bucks, and totally changed the sound of the car. But as you guys hear at idle, it's very quiet. It's a little louder than stock, which I like, because I can hear my car in a parking lot if I'm leaving it running or something like that. And if I can't see it, at least I can hear it. But the main thing I want to talk about is why it's so important to have an aftermarket exhaust on a car like this, is because of safety. People can actually hear you, just like the blinking third brake light module. People can see you more. Now people can hear you more, and it's just way more fun. I mean, when you got this exhaust, any exhaust that's louder, it's way more fun. It does drone a little bit under load at, like, you know, almost 3K if I'm going up the canyon in 4th gear and I got a tourist in front of me with a phone out their window, you know, going 50 miles an hour. That's when you will hear a little bit of drone, but it's totally livable. We've taken, you know, this car almost has 20,000 miles on it, guys. I just got it, so I drive a lot, and it's the exhaust is totally tolerable at higher speeds. When you're in 6th gear, cruising at 80, cruising at 85, you can't even hear it. It's super quiet. It does help with the sound deadening to the newer gens. It's a little nicer. If this was on the FRS, it might be a little more annoying, but I love it. Best exhaust I've ever bought for the money. Not sponsored by Remark at all. I'll put the, see if I can put a link in the description for you guys. This was from Subi Mods. I don't know any other place to buy this exhaust from. Maybe from Remark itself, you can do that, but yeah, it's great. It took a little bit to get used to, but I love it. And every time I start it up, I'm just like, it makes me more excited to drive my car. And I just redlined it right there for you guys, bounced it off the limiter a little bit, and it sounds really good. And it's got the nice boxer rumble. I know it doesn't have that old EJ motor sound with the unequal length headers. You can make that sound with this car if you'd like, but I'm fine with this for the price. I'm trying to pay this car off, not trying to dump a bunch more money into mods. That's kind of where I'm at, and hopefully these mods helped you guys with stuff with your car. They're simple, they're easy. I think they're some of the best you can get to get started for just a basic changes to the car that actually do make a difference and are actually functional. There's a lot of mods you can do that aren't super functional, like my spoiler. I mean, in a way, I kind of regret getting that. I think it adds to my car, and I love how it looks, but for the money, it's just not worth it. And then the stress of me drilling into my trunk, that's a mod I'm just like, it's not very functional. It's not affordable. That was like 300 bucks for that stupid little spoiler. And it's not very easy to install, so that's not on the list for that reason right there. But yeah, that's about it, guys. We're done with the car too, by the way. I'm done modding it. I'm gonna put on maybe some GR86 black wheels and then be done and just drive it and enjoy it and go on some crazy road trips and worry about how many miles I'm putting on it, because I'm putting a lot of miles on this thing. But anyway, if you guys like this video, we make videos every week on this channel, that Subaru Dude, Mondays, sometimes Thursdays. Check out our shorts. Check out my playlist of the best BRZ playlist out there. That's a link that's gonna be in the description as well. And if you guys wanna say what's up, make sure you guys leave a comment. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.